Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Ryan Chambers. I am the host of Starcastic Remarks. But tonight here, I am hosting a watch along and a watch party along with you guys. We're watching the United States against Sweden in the World Juniors with the rescheduled IIHF World Juniors, I should also say, being held in Edmonton. Really looking forward to this game, to be honest with you, because it's been a long time since I've seen some actual hockey. It's been almost 2 months since the Stanley Cup was awarded. So I'm really looking forward into this. I'll be totally honest with you guys, just right off the bat. I don't know many of these players here. I know Wallstead. I know some of the basics, but that's about it. So this is going to be really interesting for me just to see how this game goes. What I do know about this game and what I'm really excited for is that this is probably the biggest game that has gone on in the World Juniors to this point. Most of the games that we've seen have kind of been, big blowouts, mostly between the United States and another team or Canada and another team. We saw earlier today a 9-3 in that first game today. But this game, the way that it looks out to be, it's going to be pretty interesting to see how the United States responds, and I guess specifically and more importantly, how Sweden responds, because this is a really, really, really big test for the Swedish here in this game. So the big thing about this game, it's kind of more the United States offense versus Sweden's defense and Wallstead, which Wallstead he looks like a stud. He looks really good. So I'm really excited to see how he does in today's game, and I know I'm not expecting a bunch of goals out of this game, which is kind of weird considering some of the scores that we've seen. Like I think Canada destroyed Latvia. Just some statistics for you guys that I saw watching the NHL Network feed here. The special teams for the United States have been absolutely insane. Right now, their power play is clicking at an over 60% rate, which is absolutely freaking insane. And they've also got a really good penalty kill going on at 86%. So we'll see if that continues for I almost said the Stars, because I'm a Stars fan, as you can see. There's my little Stars jersey behind me right there. But anyways, guys, a lot of this is kind of driven by you guys. We'll talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. I'll be watching the game, and if something happens, I'll let you know what's going on. But if there's something specific that you want me to talk about, or you have a question, I don't claim to be an expert like some other guys on this network, but there's a lot more smarter people than me on this network. But if you have a question, I will do my best to answer it to the best of my ability. Just to give you some background on me, I am a Stars fan, obviously. I live in the middle of nowhere, West Texas. So I also apologize if all of a sudden my internet goes out or whatever. That's why, because I don't have very good internet. But let me know down in the comment section down below what you guys think is going to be the prediction for your prediction for this game. I'm already seeing a couple of hellos and highs over here. And I'm also seeing a couple of predictions already. So y'all put those predictions down in the comment section down below, and I will shout you guys out as we go through the night. So I do recognize some of you guys. It has been a while, but I want to say hi to Taryn Boot. Big game coming from Matthew Coronado, calling it now. I believe he plays for the United States. I believe he's a forward, but Taryn, you can double check me on that and make sure that I'm right about that. Ray Neal saying hi. Ray Neal, I think I recognize you, man. It's been a while. How you doing? Taryn also saying howdy. Victoria saying hello, and also giving us a prediction: 6-3 United States. I'm thinking, I don't know. I'm gonna say 2-1. I'm gonna say 2-1 United States tonight. I think it's gonna be a low scoring game tonight, but I could be totally wrong. We'll see. Donnell, hey Donnell, how's it going, man? What's up, man? Haven't seen you in a long time. Stars fan as I remember. That is correct. Raynil, hi. Hey Raynil, saying hi again. Jacob loves THBN. Hey Jacob, how's it going, man? It's been a while. Sweden, he's going with Sweden for the win here tonight. 7-3 over the United States. All right. Donnell, how's your wife doing anyways? If you said that, if you live in the middle of nowhere, Texas, where do you live in Texas anyways? I don't know if y'all have ever seen the movie Friday Night Lights, but it's a football movie. And it's based in a town called Odessa. And I literally live just south of Odessa. So that's where I live in the middle of nowhere, West Texas. Victoria saying, hi, I'm new here, subscribed several days ago. Well, we're glad to have you on, Victoria. Thanks for coming on. Rainiel saying, yes. Not sure what you're saying yes to. I've already forgotten. You're going to have to remind me. Archduke Ramon, hi there. My unpredictable prediction is 3-1 United States. Okay, yeah, that's pretty close. And yeah, I said 2-1, so we'll see. Yeah, I'm not so sure how it's gonna go, but yeah, we'll see. Sorry, I'm getting distracted because I'm trying to watch the feed above me. Rainiel, I think the Dallas Stars is going to do this new season. I think the Dallas Stars is going to do this new season. You think they're going to do well this season? I think that's what you're trying to say. I don't know. I hope they do well. Don't be horrible at Donnell Weaver. Search Everyday Hockey on YouTube and you'll find Isha's channel. Isha is working on his own channel and his own stuff now, and we do miss him here. Rainiel saying USA 3-0. So, yep, I'm absolutely loving that. Absolutely loving that. Okay, but we will see how it goes. Victoria, how long have you been a Stars fan? Pretty much ever since I've been born, honestly. I've been a Stars fan since really since they moved to Texas, which was 29 years ago now, I guess. And that's when I was born. I was born in 1993. So I have been a Stars fan for as long as I can remember. And I remember the good times, the bad times. I even remember I was 6 years old when the Stars won the Stanley Cup. And yeah, I still remember it. I will always remember it for the rest of my life. That is right down there. Goalie comparison. Caden Mabereko. Someone's going to have to help me with that. Not currently affiliated with an NHL team. 3.1 GPA. And then you got Wallstead on the other side, who's just an absolute stud. So we'll see how that goalie matchup goes today. Let's see, Rainiel, how do you think the Dallas Stars is going to do this? Oh, that's what you were saying. Okay. Really, dude, I have no idea. I think for a hot take for what I said, we did an episode. Me and my brothers did on Starcast Remarks, and I said the Stars are going to be top 10 in scoring this season. That's the biggest hot take I think I could ever come up with, but we'll see. My prediction is they probably get fourth in the division, maybe third if they're lucky, but it looks like I think the Central Division is only going to take 4 teams next season because the Pacific did get a lot better, especially the LA Kings did. And speaking of Golden Knights, the Golden Knights are going to bounce back too, I believe. I don't think they're going to be first in the Pacific, but they should bounce back, and they should be a playoff team next season, in my opinion. So Stars, I'll put them fourth in the Central Division. I just don't know what is going to happen in the playoffs, and there's so many questions with the Stars right now. Like, we don't even have our 2 best players signed right now, and Jason Robertson and Jay Cottinger. So we'll have to see how that goes. But Victoria, I am a Capitals fan, Vegas fan, and Toronto fan since 2018. Very cool. Very cool. That's an interesting little mix there. I want to say I'm starting to become a Toronto fan, and I think probably the reason being is just because there's so much media that goes around with Toronto, so I know so much about it. But I think my second team is probably the Hurricanes. It'd be Stars, Hurricanes, and then Toronto, probably in that order. Alex Paletic. I hope I pronounced that right, Alex. I probably did not, but it's good to see you. He says 4-2 us, and I'm assuming I have no idea where you live. So you're going to have to tell me where you live, Alex. But that's an interesting prediction. Low scoring for the World Juniors, if you consider that. Bullet season. What do you all think the Montreal Canadiens will do next season? I don't think they're going to be as bad as they were last season. I think last season was just just a freak accident, in my opinion. It just really sucks with all the things they had to go through. I mean, anything that could have gone wrong for the Montreal Canadiens last year, it did. So we'll see how they do. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs, but I think they'll be competitive. So I would maybe put them in the same category as like Buffalo. Like Buffalo is not going to be a bad team per se, but I just don't think they're going to be a playoff team, if that makes sense. So I mean, we'll see. I mean, they may prove me wrong. Maybe Uri Slafkovsky comes in and scores 40 goals. We'll see. Raynil Soto, how do you think my biggest Golden Knights is going to do this season? They got to find a goalie first. I mean, that's brand new news coming out of, over the past couple of days. I don't know what they're going to do. Are they going to go with Lauren Brossoit and Logan Thompson as a duo? I don't know about that. I don't know if that's going to be good enough to make the playoffs. I mean, but it is a huge opportunity for Logan Thompson, and especially at the end of the season, the Stars game against Vegas, when he was basically all by himself trying to get his team to win. My goodness, I think me and my brothers like sang his praises when he played against the Stars. It was amazing watching him. So if Logan Thompson can come in and really like solidify himself as the number one, I think that would help a ton for the Vegas Golden Knights, but we'll see. All right, guys, this game is getting underway here. Just quick comments here. Victoria, Toronto fan since birth, Vegas and Cap since 2018. Got you. Since I live in the St. Louis area, I'm a Blues fan. Archduke Ramon. Sorry, I can't like you, Archduke Ramon, as a Stars fan. That's just the way it goes. 4-5 USA in the overtime, Tyrion Boot says. Very cool. Okay, Jake Hamilton, USA will win. Minnesota Wild fan here. I love the Minnesota Wild. I do. I'm kind of sad that they made the decisions they did with Ryan Suter and Zach Parise, because I think I think they kind of screwed themselves over for this season and next season, especially. I think it's like a $12 million cap hit because of the buyouts, but we'll see how they do. I do like the Minnesota Wild, though, especially Kirill Kaprizov, even though he did beat out Robertson for the Calder 2 years ago. So, but that's okay. Alex, you did pronounce it right. I meant USA. Laugh out loud. Yes, good. I'm surprised I pronounced that right. I am in Canada, though. Been a Toronto fan my whole life. What makes you a Canes fan? Used to live in North Carolina. No, I just like the Carolina team in general, just to be honest with you. I like the way they play. That's really it. Archduke saying ha, ha, ha. Okay. All right. We are in here to and let's see. 0-0, 19 minutes to go. I'm really not sure how this game is going to go. Just dribbles right in front, right off the bat. Wallsted's going to have to be really, 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 really good in order to play. Okay. Okay, did you hear about the new reverse retro jerseys 2.0 on Aesthetics YouTube channel? Watch their latest episode with them. If you haven't, I have not, but I need to. And yes, thank you guys. I forgot. I even had it up ready to go. I just didn't put it up. So y'all can't really see that though, can you? Let me see if I can make this better. Well, that's still not much better, is it? Hold on 1 second. If I put it there, can y'all actually see this stuff? I think that's better. Let me double check this. Yeah, there we go. Okay. All right. All right. Let me make sure. All right. Yep, Victoria scoreboard. Yep, I got it up. Yep. Okay. Here we go. Hopefully y'all can actually see that now. So Sweden's going with 7 defensemen tonight. It's interesting. Mberico, that's how you say his name. Oh, I think you can definitely say that Sweden has the advantage in net. Mberico is a cool name, though. That's really cool. He just say Wallstrom? I think he just said Wallstrom instead of Wallstead. That is how you pronounce his name, right, guys? Is it Wallstead? If you do not elevate, you will not accumulate. You got to elevate the puck if you want to score. Most goalies are going to make those saves like 99.9% of the time. Sweden's playing really well defensively. There's a lot of good plays there. Seems like both the teams are kind of filling each other out a little bit right now. Oh, that's a bad turnover by the Americans. Yeah, I we can't see you now. Yeah, I was using the wrong thing. I was like all the way down there, but it's okay. Hey, Salty Wings, how's it going? Alex Paletic, because I'm gonna keep saying it because I'm proud of myself that I said it right. Okay, we good now? Raynil, what is your USA prediction of the game tonight? I think I said 2-1 is what I said. I think it's gonna be a low scoring game. Victoria, yep, we good now. What's up, Wings and Avs fan? Sup? Alex, you in Texas right now? Yes, I am in Texas right now. So, I don't know how everybody else does it, but here in Texas, we kind of like, for distance wise, we don't say it in miles or kilometers or anything like that. We do it by like hours. So it's like if you want to go from one city to the other city, it takes 2.5 hours or 3 hours or anything like that. Especially out here where it's 2 hours to everything. Like seriously, it's bad. Good chance for Sweden there though, but Mberko's looking pretty good so far. Look pretty solid. Right, Neil? You got me. I don't know if you're talking to me or Salty Wings, but I cannot even name you 5. That's how bad this is. I'm just happy to be watching hockey right now. I could cheat. You want me to cheat? I could find some names for you here real quick. A lot of stops and goes right now too. There's not a whole bunch of like fluid motion going on right now between the teams. Alex, right. How did you get into THPN? I started a podcast about the Stars about I think it was March of 2020. No, it was August of 2020. Excuse me. It was it was right before the NHL came back just for the playoffs and the extended playoffs. But started it then, and that's when the Stars went all the way to the Stanley Cup Finals. So that was really cool to do a podcast while the Stars were doing that. And then we joined THPN about a little over a year ago now is when we joined THPN. Me and my two brothers, Chris and James, and all three of us do Sarcastic Remarks. Kiston, did you see Latvia beat Czechia? I did not. Wow, that's interesting. I didn't. I'm guessing that was the second game of the of the day, because I only got to watch a little bit of the first game today, and it wasn't that interesting because it was just a big old it was a big old blowout, anyways. So, whoa, that was really close. Chance for Sweden there. Oh, that's okay. That's really strange. Okay, so it looked like it was a really really good chance for Sweden. I guess that was kind of tripping, kind of, I guess, but still kind of weak. But oh, so close. Sweden almost went up 1-0. But United States are going on the power play. And like I said earlier, they're clicking at over 60% right now. So now you could argue and say the teams they've been playing are nowhere near to the caliber of Sweden, but still, 60% is impressive. Oh, Matthew Nyes, that's a player I'm really excited to see play for the Maple Leafs, actually. That is correct, right? I think it's the Maple Leafs. Not much from the Americans so far. They're spending time in the zone, but they're not doing much with the puck. Good keep. Yeah, just get something on. It's already getting a little chippy between both the teams. And Coronado getting into it too. Does anybody think we'll see the Michigan in this game? Not much of a chance. I mean, you just got to take a shot at some point. Finland, that's what I watched. Finland and Slovakia. It was 9-3. I just saw it on the bottom part of the screen on the NHL Network feed. Okay, let's see. Rainiel, yes. Alex saying yes. Worried about my upset prediction now at Kiston. Yep. Hey, Kiston, that's cool. You're a Stars fan? That I feel so sorry for you. Alex saying nice. Alex Kiston saying to Alex, not really. All right, power play USA. Let's see how this goes. Opportunity. Oh, would that go in? Yep. United States are up 1-0 from a power play goal from Bedard or Berard. So this is going to be really interesting to see how Sweden responds, because Sweden looked like they were going to take the lead early on, and then they missed the big opportunity, take a penalty right afterwards, and then now instead of them being up 1-0, it's the United States being up 1-0. So that's going to be really interesting to see how they come out of this goal scored and see how they respond. Yeah, it's just a wraparound jam chance. Yep, yeah, that's definitely a goal. It went all the way in. Berard that's correct. Okay. Brian Berard. So the assists are coming from Bordelot and Luke Hughes as well. So Luke Hughes continuing his really good tournament. And Bordelot, who I believe is a Sharks prospect, I believe, gets an assist as well. And Bordelot is going to be a really good player for the Sharks as well. Yeah. I looked offside. Yeah. So not much of a pushback from Sweden right off the bat, but that's not much what you really want to see if you're a Swedish fan. Okay, as we go to break here on the thing here, Lauren. Hey, Lauren. I think I remember you. It's been a while. Is Dylan doing any more streams? I believe he is. I believe he is later, but it's kind of nice that he gets a little bit of help every once in a while. So he asked me to do one, and I graciously went ahead and did it because I know he's busy. So. Well, y'all let me know down in the comments down below if other things you want to talk about. I mean, we could literally talk about anything. Talk about Vegas and how they're not loyal to their players. You can talk about no offense, sorry, for those of you who are Vegas fans. I know that you guys are y'all are really big about your team, but I just don't see y'all having any loyalty to some of your players. We could talk about literally anything. Talk about. Sorry, I got distracted by some of this. Victoria, hey at Lauren. Victoria saying, "Got to go. It's late in the Toronto side, so good night, everyone." Yeah, it's about 10:30 your time. So, thanks for tuning in, Victoria. We'll see you later. Lauren, when will the TPPN launch? I don't know the answer to that. But I will definitely talk with Dylan and see what he says will be going on with that. I would assume it would probably be very soon, considering the preseason started for the NFL. But I don't even want to talk about the Cowboys. The Cowboys look terrible in their first preseason game, and I know they were missing a bunch of starters, but still. Ooh, it's almost a really bad turnover by the Swedes in front of their own net. That was a weird pass. I got to remember these guys are like junior age kids, so like 18, 19, 20. One thing I have heard about the United States is that their D-men have been very, very good. Oh boy, don't do that. That was some really bad defensive coverage by the United States there. They just left them wide open. Number 20 for the Swedes. Just wide open. Great shot. Cooley and Nye double teaming up on there. I think Cooley is going back to college, if I remember correctly. I don't think he's going to play for Arizona this season. So he might actually be playing in front of a bigger crowd wherever he goes than playing for Arizona if he had played for Arizona. So Lauren saying, bye, Victoria. Lauren also saying, when will your next stream be? I don't know, to be honest with you. I'm hoping to have one sometime. Up in front of the net. Hold on. A little bit of a commotion in front of the United States net, but nothing comes of it. Umberco is able to cover it. Anyways, when will your next stream be? I don't know, to be honest with you, but I'm hoping to do one of the middle games. So maybe the gold medal game or the third place game on Saturday. So we'll see. But I'm looking into it, and just for those of you that don't know, my day job. I'm actually a teacher. I'm a band teacher, music teacher. So school actually starts up for our district on Wednesday. So we've got we're going crazy right now and getting ready, and it's super busy. So I'm trying to see what free time I have, but I also got to find some time to sleep. So we'll see when my next stream is. Lauren, when is Dylan's next stream? I don't know either. I wish I feel terrible because I'm just saying, like, I don't know. Sorry, Lauren, but maybe I can text him real quick and see what he's got. Ooh, big hit. So this is Sweden's third game. This is the United States' fourth game. Both teams have won all their games. So the United States have 9 points right now, and the Swedes have 6. Only because they've only played 2 games instead of 3, like the United States have. So, but obviously these two teams are probably going to be the top of Pool B. I feel fairly safe in saying that. So, and maybe that's just me and what I'm feeling right now, but I feel like Sweden's been the better team so far. So, I mean, I feel like they've been harder on the puck for the most part in the first period, and it's just unfortunate that they took a bad penalty right after a big time scoring chance, and that's why the United States is up 1-0. But I really think Sweden's been the better team. And Umberco has been pretty good, but still he's allowing some rebounds, and they're kind of talking about it on the NHL Network stream. All right, so we're looking 8:40. I think I might be a little bit behind here. No, I'm up. I'm up to date. All right. Well, I got 8.5 minutes remaining in the first period. Shots are 10-9 United States. United States is up 1-0 right now. Honestly, if Sweden stays out of the box, I think they eventually take this game over. They've got, I don't want to say they have the momentum right now, but I feel like they're outplaying the Americans right now. Well, that was not a good. I say that, and Sweden has a bad turnover in their own zone. I do know Lysell has been really, really impressive for Sweden. He's been a really good player for them in this tournament. I see y'all's comments, guys. I will get to them. I will get to them as soon as I can. I just want to make sure that I'm keeping up with and making sure I'm saying things correctly. Oh, that was a bad play by who was that? That was not a good play by the Americans. I mean, like I said, I thought that Sweden has been the better team so far. They just that was a good shift by the Swedish. Looks like the refs might have missed a high sticking call on Sweden. U.S. is it. Whoa. There's some nasty stuff going on in this game already. You can tell this game is already getting kind of testy, anxiety filled. Okay. Sorry. Let me get to some of y'all's comments here. How you got into hockey league? How do you start talking to sports in? I really just I don't know. I guess I just started talking about hockey with my brothers, and I was just like, you know what? I'm sure a bunch of people would really care about my opinions on the internet. so, so yeah. But I don't know. I just like talking about hockey, and I thought, might as well have fun with it too. So, anyways, Donnell Weaver, what are your thoughts on the Oilers going back to their classic retro look this upcoming season? Never liked them in those orange jerseys as their home jerseys. It was very weird. And maybe I'm in the minority on this, but I actually like the Oilers orange jerseys. I prefer the blue ones. I do prefer the blue ones, but I don't mind the orange ones. I think they're good. Toxic swag. Who do you want to see in the gold medal game? All right. So I'll just be totally honest with you. Toxic swag. I don't know how the pools are aligned. I do know that the United States and Canada are in separate pools right now, but it would be really cool to see a rematch between those two teams. It's always fun when the United States and Canada play against each other. In in these international competitions. It would just be really cool to see. But that's who I would want to see. But I don't know. Sweden's been pretty good. Germany's had some good games as well. I know Finland has looked really good too. So the typical big four, big five, typically doing really well. So all right back at it. Yeah, and Sweden's right back at it, right back into the United States zone. Whoo! Hit the post. So there's a post for Sweden. If I'm the United States, I know I'm up 1-0 right now, and if they can get to the first intermission with a 1-0 lead, it's a miracle in my opinion, because I think they've been outplayed in this first period. Their breakouts are just not very clean right now out of their own zone. And Sweden just takes it right back in. That should be a penalty right there. Beautiful shot. And I believe you say his name is Andrea, but I'm not positive. I guess he's the captain for Team Sweden. But that was a beautiful shot. Great little toe drag there. All right, 1-0 United States, 12-11 in shots, 3:44 remaining in the first period here. This looks like a 3-on-3 for the Swedes here. Up to the point, takes a shot, goes wide to the corner, gets blocked in front somewhere. 2-on-2 for the Americans. It holds up. Coronado's got it up at the point, passes it off to the half wall. Awkward shot from below the goal line. Actually, I couldn't tell if that was a shot or if that was just a pass up front. Bouncing puck in the slot. Nothing. Oops. People falling everywhere. Knives with some fancy stick work. This is a good shift for the Americans. This is exactly what they needed. It's a good response. Shot from the point, from the dead center. Makes its way through, but it's an easy save for Wallstead. Oh. Yeah, I thought that hit the pipe. Yeah, that's what I thought too. And NHL Network's not sure either. That's a great shift by the Americans. That's a good response. That's exactly what they needed. Oh, that's not what you want to do. Ice the puck. Okay, about a minute and a half remaining here. 15-13 in shots in favor of the Americans. It's been a good game so far. And it looks like Luke Hughes had a good opportunity too, but Wallstead has been a wall, for lack of a better term. I see y'all's comments, guys. Y'all keep it going. I do want to talk about them. I just want to make sure I'm paying attention to this game here for y'all. Oh, that's not a good. That should have been kept in. Dang. Somebody get the somebody get the puck. Simiskevich. That's a great name to say. Great hockey name. Simiskevich. I love that name. 5 seconds remaining. 3. There goes the stick flying. Swedish players like, what the heck now, man? All right. All right, so it looks like going into the first intermission, the United States are taking a oh. Oh, yeah, so they did get him for the stick flip. Okay. So, uh, before I tell you actually the score of the first period, the Swedes are actually going to be getting a power play going into the second period because of an interference call. So they're going to start on the power play, and that's exactly the wrong thing you don't want to do if you're the United States. Just my overall thoughts so far about this game so far. Both teams have played well. I think Sweden's been the better team, to be honest with you. So it kind of sucks for them that they're down 1-0. And don't take that I'm rooting for the finish. By the way, I am rooting for the Americans, but it is what it is. But anyways, they are up 1-0 going into the first intermission. And it was from Berard, not Bedard, but Berard. So I knew I said that wrong. And it was assisted by Bordelot and also New Jersey Devils prospect Luke Hughes. So both of them continuing with their good tournament here at the World Juniors. Let's get to some of y'all's questions, and then we'll take a quick break here, and then we'll be back here just to talk about whatever y'all want to. All right. Raynell saying, I want to talk about any sports. How are you talking about sports? I'm okay. I'm not as big into other sports as I am to hockey, so my knowledge of other sports is much lower than my hockey knowledge. But we'll talk about it if you want to right now. Toxic Swag. When do you see the Pittsburgh Penguins Cup? Here's how I feel about it. It's either now or in like 10 years. So I don't know how you think about it, but this is the way I see it. I think they've got one, maybe two more shots with Crosby, Malkin, Letang before they really need to start considering maybe tearing it down and rebuilding. Now, I'm not a Pittsburgh Penguins fan, Toxic, so maybe you can set me straight and tell me that I'm wrong and everything. But I don't know. That's just what I think. Also, you're saying, do you see Carter Bernard to play on an Eastern team or an American team in the NHL? I think you're. I don't know. I don't know that. I don't know that player, Toxic, so I can't really say anything to that. And do we see the Avalanche running back? I think they have a shot, but they did lose a lot of players this offseason. They lost Burakovsky. Obviously, they lost their goalie. They lost Kemper. I still think it's, as a Stars fan, no offense to Valeri Nichushkin, but I'm still shocked that they gave him that much money. I'm still shocked that they gave him that much money. So could they do it? Yes. Is it 100% likely? I don't know. I really don't know. And I think a lot of people will say yes just because of recency bias, but that's just what I think. Slide tester none. Come on now, Sweden. Yep. Not rooting for Sweden, slide tester. Sorry, but well, you're welcome here. You're welcome here. But I do think they were the better team in the first period, if you're really asking my personal opinion. How can I start talking about hockey? Give me give you something to talk about? I don't know. Give me 1 second. Alex, all right. I'm going to head out. Good night, guys. See y'all next stream. Alex Poetic, thanks, man, for coming in and hanging out with us tonight. Donnell Weaver, this has nothing to do with hockey, but this is a funny question. Have you or your wife dealt with a Karen or male Karen in public before? I think as just like outside a restaurant or something, no, but as a restaurant worker, I have. There is a chain of restaurants down here in the South called Sonic, and not like the Sega character Sonic, but it's called Sonic Drive-In, and basically you pull up to in a parking lot and you click a button on the menu and you order right there and they bring it out to you. It's kind of like a drive-through, but your car stays in one place until you get your food. So, but when I was I think I was probably 17, This lady ordered about $50 worth of food from Sonic, which if you buy $50 worth of food at Sonic, that's ridiculous. It's stupid. It's disgusting. But really, what if for those of you that don't know what Sonic sells, they sell just typical American food, like hot dogs, hamburgers, chicken sandwiches, that sort of thing. They've got a lot of ice cream stuff as well, but they're mostly known as a drink stop, so like soft drinks and stuff like that with lots of different flavors like cherry, blue raspberry, watermelon, whatever. But anyways, back to the story. This lady, if she was not able to cut through her chili cheese dog with her plastic fork, she wanted me to fully refund her thing and let her keep all the food. So of course, she wasn't able to cut through it, and then she expected to get her refund and everything, and I had to get my manager and all that sort of stuff. That was a lot of fun. So that's one of the few times I've actually dealt with a Karen in public, and it wasn't really in public all that say, but I have a lot of stories like that because I worked in the food industry quite a bit when I was in high school and middle school, or high school and college, excuse me. So it sucked. Rainiel, how can I talk about hockey? Give me any. Rainiel, how about we talk about what NHL teams you think had the best offseason? How about that? That'll give us something to talk about. Donnell, did you see the video of NFL Hall of Famer wide receiver Terrell Owens dealing with a Karen? I did not. So I need to actually write that down. I'm gonna write that down. Okay. I'm gonna go check that out here in a little bit. Ray Neal, give me any advice how to talk about hockey. Oh, give me any advice? Oh. I guess just be honest, and even I mean the thing about being a podcaster sometimes and being like this is that you're going to get a lot of people who say, "Oh, well, that's really stupid. You're an idiot." And you just kind of have to go with the blows and not take it personally. There's a lot of people like that, unfortunately. But seriously, it's ridiculous. People just be nice. Just be nice, right? Okay. Donnell, heard of Sonic before, never seen one in person before. Yeah, they're mostly down here in like Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, Arkansas, New Mexico, that kind of like the central southern part of the United States. So it's kind of down there. Toxic Swag, how fast does the puck travel? It depends. If you're getting a slap shot by Alifredi or Zdeno Chara, it could be like, I don't know, like 108 miles per hour. I think the fastest recorded shot was like 110 or 111. I think that's the fastest I've ever seen a puck travel. So I don't know. I guess I can go faster. Rainiel, the Vegas Golden Knights. Oh, give me advice on how to talk about the Golden Knights. Sorry, Ray. I feel like I'm really stupid because I'm not understanding what you're wanting me to talk about. But, well, we can talk about the Vegas Golden Knights. Let's talk about the Vegas Golden Knights. I don't know how they're gonna do this season, to be totally honest with you, just because this is the first season where they missed the playoffs, so it's really weird. So just because of recency bias, a lot of people are saying, "Oh, well, they're only going to be third or fourth in their division," which, I mean, shoot, they could turn around and get first place in the division again. They got to figure out their goaltending, though. It's not going to work with Thompson and Brossoit. They're going to have to find somebody else. Now, what that solution is, I have no idea. There was one person that suggested maybe San Jose would trade maybe like Aiden Hill or I think it was Aiden Hill. But even then, he didn't have a very good season last season. I think he played. I can't remember if he played just with San Jose last season or if he split it with San Jose and Arizona. But he did not have a good season. But I mean, that could be an option. I wouldn't consider Anton Hudobin an option for the Vegas Golden Knights. That wouldn't really make much sense. But the only thing that everybody's talking about with the Vegas Golden Knights is the fact that they're just not loyal to their players, I guess. And I slightly agree with that, but I slightly disagree with it too, because you've also got a bunch of guys who have been there for a long time too, with the original Misfits line with Carlson, with Smith, and also with Marchessault. So Marchessault being the points leader in Vegas Golden Knights history. So okay, Toxic. 80% of Canada watched the final men's hockey game during the 2010 Olympics. Really? Did not know that. I believe it. I totally believe it, because that game was. And Toxic, maybe you can remind me, was that the game against the United States? And that's when Sidney Crosby scored the golden goal. You'll have to remind me on that, but I'm not positive. Jake, hey Jake, new person in the chat here. I had a Karen ask my manager for a refund on her hot chicken meal because she was waiting for her Uber to pick her up. So it's completely your fault and your manager's fault because her Uber wasn't there. Man, I swear, people nowadays in just first world problems. I mean, just make them go live in in a third world country, and then maybe they would get some perspective on everything. And I'll be totally honest too. There have been some times when I've been upset about certain things, and it's really silly. And then I look back on it, and I'm like, Ryan, you're an idiot. You're really, really, really stupid for thinking that. So, Donnell, well, I checked up and Googled Sonic up, and they have some here in New York and New Jersey. Oh, I did not know that. Where I'm from, even though you said they really are in the southern part of the United States, they really are. Especially the town where I live is not very big. It's like about 3,000 people, I think, at most. So, just a really small town, not exactly a place you would expect a Sonic to be, but especially in Texas, there's a lot of Sonics in small towns. You don't really see that outside of Texas much. Toxic Swag. Do we see the Toronto Maple Leafs get past round 1 this season? I do. I think they will do it. They just got so freaking unlucky. I swear that team is cursed. I really do swear that team is cursed because of what they've had to deal with. And I mean, that was like the biggest that was the biggest choke I've ever seen 2 years ago when they played against the Canadians. I'm sorry. I apologize to Vegas Golden Knight or to Toronto Maple Leafs fans out there, but I think they understand that was like the biggest choke I've ever seen. The absolute biggest choke I've ever seen. So, but I even think they make the conference final, to be honest with you. At the very least, the conference final. I think they make the Stanley Cup final. And I know a lot of people are talking about their goaltending and, that they're all worried about it. But, the Colorado Avalanche had an average goalie in Darcy Kemper, and they made it work, and they won the Stanley Cup. So they've got 2 goalies who have, proven that they can be number 1 goalies in the past, and one of them has got to hit. I would think one of the 2, and either in Samsonov or Matt Murray. I really think Matt Murray is going to have a breakout. I guess breakout is the wrong word. Bounce back, I guess. A bounce back year. So I think he will have a bounce back year, and the Maple Leafs will get to the conference final at the very least, in my opinion. So we'll see. Kiston, if you were a Stars fan, are you a Cowboys fan? Unfortunately, yes, I am. Yes. I'm not like a diehard Cowboys fan, but I do watch the game when it's on, and I do get upset at them all the time. They are absolutely perfectly mediocre. So that's just how it is. Toxic saying, yes, it was that game. Okay, I was right. All right, my memory did not fail me there. John Tidor? Tidor? I hope I said that right. Yeah, tell me if I said it wrong, John. Uber a death sentence. Yes, I've actually never used Uber before, to be honest with you. I think I used Lyft once when I was going to a game in Denver, I think is where I was. I was going to a Colorado Avalanche game. So that's the only time I've ever used a ride-sharing app before. So it was weird. It was cool, though. Toxic, what's your thoughts on the World Juniors kicking out Team Russia? I'm personally okay with it, to be honest with you, because obviously, I mean, I don't think anybody in this chat right now or anywhere on THPN would disagree with me when I say this, that I think that they were fine and they were justified in kicking out Team Russia. The thing that bothers me a little bit about it is I think it was the CHL took it a step further and they said no Russian players allowed in our leagues for this upcoming draft or something like that. And y'all can correct me on that if I'm wrong or fact check me or whatever. But I believe that's what they did. That I think is a step too far. You know, I'm fine with all that, but let me give you another example of something I disagree with. So, like for example, Wimbledon, which is the big tennis tournament that's held in London, England, they did not allow any Russian-born players whatsoever in their tournament. This past year, just recently. I completely disagreed with that decision by them. So that's just my personal take on it. If it's as a group, yeah, where it's like glorifying Russia, yeah, I'm totally okay with that. This would be a good example where I'd be okay with it. But it for individual Russian players, it's not their fault that who, I'm not gonna say his name, is doing what he's doing. It's not their fault. So I wouldn't blame them for that and not let them get a chance to come over and develop in arguably the greatest major juniors in the world, just because he's going crazy. So that's just my take on it. Sorry, that was a lot of words for one question, but Rainiel, I want to work in the radio station of the Vegas Golden Knights. Yeah, that would be cool. I've always thought about if I could ever do something like that for the Dallas Stars. But from what I've been told, it's a lot of work. So maybe I don't. But maybe Rainiel, maybe it's a little better for you down in Vegas. I do want to go to Vegas actually one day. I don't know how many of you guys are fans of the hockey guy on YouTube here, but I think I'm even a Patreon of his, but he recently went to Vegas and talked about all of these little shows that he went to. And I didn't even know this, but I'm a really big fan of America's Got Talent, and they've got both Tapeface and Piff the Magic Dragon in Vegas doing shows, and that makes me really want to go to Vegas just to see those two alone. So I don't know, maybe I'll come to Vegas sometime, and I'll hit you up, Rainiel. Archduke Ramon, I've seen a lot of Sonics in small towns in Missouri and Kansas. Okay, so again, I haven't really been outside the southern part of the United States much, so maybe it is bigger and there's more of them than I think there are. Donnell, who were you going for in the Stanley Cup Final in 2022? The Avalanche or the Lightning? I can't remember. I think I was going for. I don't even. I'll be totally honest. I don't even remember. I think I was going for the Lightning just because of Corey Perry, and I was hoping he was going to get his second Stanley Cup. But obviously that didn't happen for him. And man, he's got the worst luck in the world. 3 different teams. 3 years in a row, you go to the Stanley Cup Final and you lose all 3 times. That's really got to suck for him. And he doesn't have much time left honestly in his career. He's maybe got a good 2, 3, maybe 4 years. So we'll see. Second period starting here, guys. So we'll see how this goes for the Americans with the Swedish starting off on a power play. Real quick, I feel like Russia doesn't deserve to be kicked out of the World Juniors, even though I'm okay with Latvia, but kicking Russia was unfair, and that's fair. That's fair. You can make an argument either way, and I don't see either way. I mean, it happened. It happened. But I understand both sides in saying what they're saying. Donnell, if I saw a Sonic, I would love to try it. Send the photos on Google Post. On Google, people post up on the burgers, hot dogs, chicken wings, and ice cream shakes. Their shakes are okay, but Sonics in small towns can be kind of sketchy sometimes, if you know what I mean. And those of you that live near a Sonic, you know what I mean. Kiston, do you hate the Eagles? Do you hate Eagles fans? I don't really hate anybody. Do I dislike Eagles fans? Yes, I dislike Eagles fans. I live in New Jersey, but I'm a big Vegas Golden Knights fan. Yep, yeah, I gotcha. Jake saying also Sonic sure likes being in small towns, it seems like. Yeah, and maybe that's how they get most of their money. I don't know. So, all right. Anyway, back into this game here, you guys. Y'all keep up with the comments. I'll try to keep up with them maybe during breaks and stuff. So far on this power play, Sweden has not done much with it. Haven't been really paying attention for the last minute and a half in the second period, but I will do a better job in paying better attention. Sweden into the American zone. And it goes right out. Looks like the Americans are going to get away with a. Oh, hold on. Is it another penalty? Okay, no, never mind. I saw the high sticking motion. I was like, somebody got a high stick? But no, it was just played with a high stick. So it looks like the United States are going to get away with the penalty at the end of the first period there. So we'll see. Yeah, and great stick there by Moore on Lekaramaki. Great stick, great defensive play. And the United States continue their special teams dominance in this World Juniors tournament. They do kill off. Whoa, bad turnover too. Ugh. Really bad turnover. Leanish Odin. Leanish Odin. That's another fun name to say. Was Faber the guy that was recently traded by Minnesota? I believe. I think he was traded in the Kevin Fiala deal. So he's the captain for the Americans. Oh, good chance for Edvinson there on the far side. So the Americans looked really good on the penalty kill for the most part. The guys here on NHL Network are saying that the Swedes kind of killed most of it for themselves, but well, so far I'm feeling pretty good about my 2-1 prediction. It's a better breakout by the United States. Oh, that could be interference. Well, I guess not. I guess it would be kind of weak. Good breakout by the Swedes, going the opposite way. 4-on-4 the other way. Chip it in deep. USA turns the puck over at the blue line. Sweden controls. Lysell shot from the dot. Good save by Umberko and goes out of the zone. Simon Edvinson. I've heard his name quite a bit, so I'm guessing he's a big important defenseman for the Swedes. It was a scary pass right out in front of his own net by the Americans. Yeah, nothing there. At least get it to the net. Americans control in the Swedish zone. Shot up above the circle. Not much there. Bad turnover. Really bad turnover by the Swedes there. Bordelot gets a really good opportunity. Wallstead says no. Dadgummit. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to keep forgetting, and y'all are going to have to keep telling me until I finally do it. Thank you, Rainiel. Y'all let me know what you think about the whole attendance problem that the World Juniors this year has had. because I think the only game that I've seen that there was a lot of fans in the stands for was the Canada game on Saturday. Mostly because it was held, on a weekend, so it was a weekend, and it was Canada, and they are playing in Canada. So that's the only game that I've seen where there was actually like a decent sized crowd. But y'all let me know if that's if is that really a big deal? I mean, I don't feel like it's a big deal just because this is a one-off tournament. It's never, hopefully, it's never going to happen like this again, where it's held in August instead of December. But that's a good point, Archduke. It might be hard because crossing the border, COVID related. Yeah, that would definitely be a thing. Oh wow, that's a bad goal to give up. Who said Matt Coronado was going to have a good game? He just scored. United States up 2-0 with 14:23 remaining in the second period here. That is definitely not a goal that you want to give up if you're Jesper Wallstedt. And the Swedish coaching staff are looking at the monitors right now to see what happened. Yeah, it just trickled in behind him. Yeah, that. There's nothing wrong with that play. He just missed it. That should count. I don't see why it wouldn't count. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It counts. Okay. Wow. So yeah, the United States up 2-0. That's a very awkward goal to give up. Kind of anticlimactic considering the way this game has been. It's been a good game. Both teams have played okay, but again, it's two mistakes, two little mistakes by Sweden where they kind of put themselves in a little bit of a hole. Sweden's got to be mad now because again, I'll say I know they're down 2-0, but they've been the better team for the most part. Anyways, like I was saying, it's just too small. See, that's not a good play. You got to get it out of your zone, United States. Who is that there down there in the corner? Okay, sorry. Anyways, I was just making sure I was watching. Um, it just two small mistakes. One by Wallstedt there, and then the other by the guy who took the penalty earlier, and just it's that simple. 2-on-1, 2-on-1. Nothing comes out of it. Oh, I could have been called tripping. I'm surprised they didn't call that. Definitely a weird game, or a weird goal to give up. He's gonna want that one back. Great save by Umberco there on a rush chance for Sweden. United States 3-on-3 going into the Swedish zone. Shot wide, goes up to the point, goes out. United States right back in. but they have to tag up. So it looks like, huh? Okay. There's a random whistle. So Matthew Coronado, his statistics for this tournament has been with that goal tonight, he has 3 goals, 2 assists, 5 points in the tournament. So he's been a very, very, very good addition to this World Junior team for the Americans. Okay, anyways, let's get back to some of y'all's comments here. Okay, where did I leave off? Yep, okay. Kiston, I'm American and I'm 1/8 Latvian, so I'm cheering for USA and Latvia is my underdog. Very good reasoning. Donnell Weaver went to Las Vegas in the summer of 2002 with my family and my 2 cousins. I was still in high school. Nice and beautiful city. I've never been. I just want to go just once just to see what it's like. But maybe one day I'll go. But definitely not right now. Money's kind of tight for us right now. But Archduke Ramon, Philly fans can be annoying. They threw snowballs at Santa. They threw snowballs at Santa. You're gonna have to show me the proof of that, Archduke. I don't know what you're talking about, but I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. What I remember from years ago, actually, was I think it was Philadelphia and Washington, and Philadelphia's owner had just passed away, and they had like these little light up thingies to do like a tribute to the owner that had just passed away, and the Flyers were playing really, really bad apparently that game, and yeah. So they were taking those things and they were throwing them on the ice, and then like I think the PA announcer was saying something about like, "Okay, guys, you need to stop now," and they it didn't matter. The Philadelphia fans kept doing it, so then the refs actually had to award a power play to the Washington Capitals because the Philadelphia Flyers fans were delaying the game. So yeah, I can't say that Stars fans wouldn't do the same thing because I think they would, but yeah, I don't know why I remember that as all that well, but I do. Kiston, Raiders fans could win a fight against an Eagles fan. Yes, I'm a Raiders fan. Yeah, I don't know how well the Raiders are doing. It's been a while since I've been keeping up with the Raiders, so maybe I need to keep up with them better this year. Donnell, have you ever been to Shake Shack before? Had 3 times, but the 3rd time I had it, I got one of their shakes. People had said that their shakes is good. Had the sprinkle cookie shake. It was pretty good. I've actually never even heard of Shake Shack, to be honest with you. Never even heard of it. Maybe that's around where you live, Donnell, but I've never heard of it. So the United States have a power play. I don't know how I missed that, but probably not paying attention. But let's see if they can make it 3-0. Minute 12 remaining in this power play. 10:44 remaining in the second period. Shots are 23-15 in favor of the Americans. Cooley has the puck down in the corner, looking for a pass. Passes it down low. Tries to go triangle. Up front. Good opportunity for McCowan. I hope I said his name right. And Wallstead says no, and it goes up into the rafters. Oh, it was off the toe of one of the Swedish players. Yeah. That was a weird collision. Hughes with a shot from the point, but good save by Wallstead. How big is Wallstead? Let me see. It is Jesper Wallstead, right? He is 6'3". And he's a Minnesota Wild draft pick. It's drafted in the first round, 20th overall last year. So not in 2022, but 2021. Okay. This is good for me too, honestly, because, a lot of these guys for both of these teams are probably going to be in the NHL soon. Like, I think Lysell has already been in the NHL. Wallstead, it may be a while before he makes it to the NHL, but looks like the United States are going to go. No, excuse me. No, Sweden's going to go on the power play because of a high stick. Looks like it. So, anyways, sorry, I'm getting distracted by random things on here. Okay. All right. Donnell are at Archduke Ramon. Yes, Philly fans are annoying fans out there. Same goes for Boston fans too, but Philly fans are more hella annoying. Yes, I think I would agree with that. I apologize to my Philadelphia fans friends on here in the chat, but I gotta agree with it. Sorry. Archduke. It might be hard because crossing the border. We already talked about that. Renil Sonic sells mozzarella sticks. Oh, freaking heck, yes. Mozzarella sticks are like one of the best things that they sell there. Although now what I really like are those little Cinnabon things. They're it's just like fried bread with like icing in the center. It's the Cinnabon icing. It's really good. Okay, so right here in the second period right now, 8:52, Sweden's on the power play, shots 27-15 in favor of the United States. If Sweden wants an opportunity back in this game, this is the perfect time for them to kind of change the momentum because they started with the momentum in this game, honestly, and they kind of screwed themselves over with the penalty they took right after that prime scoring chance that they missed on. So, I mean, if they're going to do something, they're going to do it right here, right now. So, perfect opportunity. Nope, nothing. So the United States, the NHL Network boys are talking about the 50-50 battles, and he's saying that one of the biggest differences in today's game is that the United States have been winning a lot of those 50-50 battles. And now that I think about it, that's definitely true. What I mean by 50-50 battles is like when it's in the corner or something like that and anybody can come up with the puck, most of those pucks are going to the United States. The United States are controlling the puck more. Yeah, Sweden's doing nothing with this power play. Absolutely nothing. Yeah. See, I hate that shot because if you miss, it's going all the way out. Five seconds remaining in the power play for the Swedes, and it looks like the Americans are going to get away with it again. So, again, big difference in this game is special teams, and I'm also guessing the 50-50 battles that the NHL Network guys are talking about. Awkward bouncing puck. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Or is it Stefan or is it? Yeah, I hope I said that right. Stefan Manberg, let's go Sweden. I'm guessing that's Sweden. Archduke Ramon at an Eagles game, fans threw snowballs at him. Wow. Why would I don't don't understand that. Like they probably got put on the naughty list. Archduke Ramon went to Vegas in 2000. It was kind of funny because it was sort of weird. I thought it was dirty though. Really? Well, it's dirty for other reasons too, if you know what I mean, Archduke. Stefan, he is 6'2", 191 centimeters. Wow, that is pretty tall. Let's see. Rainiel Soto, I live in New Jersey, and there is a Sonic here. There is a Sonic here. I go to Sonic every time to get some mozzarella sticks. They used to sell them. I only know this because I used to work for Sonic, and I actually paid attention when I used to work there. But they used to have what they called a family size, and it was like a 16 count. So you get a 16 count family size of mozzarella sticks, and my wife and I would do that every once in a while because that's all we would want. We wouldn't want any of the burgers or anything else like that. So, and you got to do it with the marinara sauce, not ranch. Sorry, but it's marinara sauce. Hey, Dylan, how's it going, man? It's been fun so far. Thanks for letting me do this. It's been a lot of fun. Okay, we're going to take a real quick break just to get a message from our sponsor, DraftKings Sportsbook, and I'll see you guys right on the other side. And we're back. That quick. All right. Sweden did lose the rest of their power play, so it is still currently 2-0 in favor of the Americans. 28-16 in shots, 5:35 remaining in the second period here. Glad you guys have joined along with me. I appreciate you guys commenting along and keeping the conversation going. I've had a lot of fun. Y'all keep it up, and we'll talk more about whatever you want to. More about whatever you want to here in the second intermission. So keep it up. The Americans have looked better here in the second period, too. Just a random thought. Archduke, that's a very good question. Is this game on an NHL-sized rink or Olympic-sized? Not watching on TV. I believe it is on NHL-sized because I don't... And this is just an eyeball test. I don't know for sure, but it definitely looks like an NHL-sized arena. It doesn't look like a Olympic-sized. It's been a good game, though. Both teams have played really well. Americans are controlling the puck in their own zone. They break it out, going into the Swedish zone, dump it in. Wallstead is out there, but he turns the puck over and bails himself out with a I wouldn't say a major save, but just bailed himself out, little save. Yeah, they keep showing the big hit by Matthew Nyes. William Valinder. No, that's an interesting name too. There have been some really, really awesome names in this game so far already. Rainiel, what is your favorite food? It's probably pizza. Probably pizza, honestly. It's got to be pizza. Archduke, there's more offense on Olympic-sized ice rinks. Really? I actually would think the opposite, but again, I don't know better. I would think there would be more offense on a smaller rink. Jeff Nelson, hey Arch, how you doing? They're just talking back. Between the two, hi Jeff, I'm good. I hope that you are well. Jeff asking, I'm guessing you're asking me, Jeff, where are you streaming from, sir? I am streaming from the middle of nowhere, West Texas. If you find Odessa, that's where I'm. It's close to where I live. Oh, that's actually a really good save by Wallstead there. There's a bunch of traffic in front of him from that shot from the point. Americans are fighting for it in the corner, but Swedish comes up with it. Break it out. It is behind Mberko right now, who is the goaltender for the United States. And it looks like it's going to be icing against the United States. It's going to go back. Wow, that's pretty crazy. All right, so they're putting up the shots on goal this period, and right now the shots in favor of the United States, they're quintupling them. They have 15 shots, and the Swedish have only 3. Wow. And this game in particular really shows you how good this American team is. Because, I mean, they can beat you anyway. They can play you, in an offensive game. They can outskate you. They can play defensive like they are right now. I mean, I did say 2-1, and right now my prediction is holding up. So, I mean, we'll see if I'm right by the end of the night. But really, I guess he won the icing battle. Whatever. Y'all let me know down in the comment section down below what you think. Is this gonna hold up? You think it's gonna be a 2-0 game, or do you think it's gonna explode in the third period? Because honestly, I can see that happening too in the third period. Oh, that was almost a breakaway for Sweden. Liam Olgren for the Swedes. Almost looked like he had a breakaway. Oh, what a pass! Where'd the puck go? 2:42 left remaining in the second period here, you guys. Let's see. Oh, Jeff. Let's see. I've actually been to Odessa back in the day when they were shooting Friday Night Lights. What an experience. Book was one of my favorite ones, still is. That's actually how I explained to anybody who does not know West Texas or does not even know like Texas in general. I was like, hey, you ever seen that movie Friday Night Lights? That's pretty close to where I live. Archduke Ramon. The only places in Texas that I have been to is Dallas and Austin. Yeah, that's generally how most people where they go is Dallas and Austin. Are they looking at calling this a delay a game? I guess that's what they were discussing. But no penalties called. So it remains 5-on-5. Eee, that was awkward. Somehow bounced over Mberko's net. United States with the puck in the offensive zone. Swedish. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Sweden looks like they're controlling the puck now. Nope. Never mind. Looks like they're finally gonna get it out. Yep. But the United States still control. They take it right back in. Oh, that was definitely a penalty. That's gonna be checking from behind. So delayed penalty call against Sweden for that really bad hit on Faber. Still controlling the puck, no shot yet. 6-on-5 right now. Whoa, fancy moves. Nothing comes of it. It almost seems like the United States are trying to provoke the Swedes a little bit more. They're considering a 5-minute major for this penalty, apparently. It was pretty nasty. Let's take a look at it again. I don't know if it's worth 5. Nah, I think. Oh, okay. So they're going to call it a 5-minute major and they're going to review it. So that gives them the opportunity to look at it and maybe downgrade it to just a minor penalty. So I mean, it definitely was a penalty, but this allows them to review it. If they just call it a major, then they can look at it. Hmm. Looking at it more, it doesn't look as bad. I mean, it's dangerous, but I don't know if it's worth 5. Well, for those of you that are watching, they can see it. What do y'all think? Do y'all think it's a 5-minute major, or do you think it should just be 2? Jeff Nelson, what's your first name, podcaster? My name is Ryan. My name is Ryan Chambers, and I'm a huge hockey fan. And I do a podcast called Starcastic Remarks, and I cover the Dallas Stars for THBN. So I enjoy doing that, and I enjoy doing these as well on the YouTube channel as well. How are you a hockey fan in Odessa? That's very interesting that you say that. I actually used to live. I did live in Dallas for a very long time. For a majority of my life, that's actually where I lived. Oh, hold on, looks like they're gonna. It's just minor. Okay, so it's just gonna be 2 minutes instead of 5. So they downgraded it from a 5 to a 2. I agree with that. I don't think it was worth 5. Anyways, I lived in Dallas for most of my life, and I was born in '93, so that's when the Stars came to Texas, and then that's when I really started getting into hockey. Was around the time they really started getting good, so around '97 ish, and yeah, I've watched hockey my entire life. I always joke with people that I was born in the wrong place because football is so big here, and hockey is so big in Canada. So I'll tell you a funny story here in a second. When we get to the intermission. 40 seconds remaining here in the second period. Shots are 30-16, so the Americans have taken control of the game here. It seems like, and the U.S. are on a power play because of a boarding call. So it probably will continue into the third period, unless the Americans can somehow get a goal here in the next 15 seconds. But it's unlikely, but it could happen. Take a shot, Bordalo. Oh. Yep, nothing from the Americans there. All right. So going into the second intermission, the Americans are up 2-0, thanks to two tiny little mistakes from the Swedes. And I mean, as the game's gone along, the United States have definitely played better, and the Swedish have played worse. They started better. The Swedish did start playing better at the beginning of the game. But anyways, what I was saying about Odessa, and people don't believe me when I say this, Jeff, but there is a NAHL team here in Odessa, and they are called the Odessa Jackalopes. So very interesting name for a mascot for a team, Odessa Jackalopes. And the Odessa Jackalopes actually at one point had a certain player named Connor Hellebuck. Yes, the exact same one, Connor Hellebuck, who is the current goaltender for the Winnipeg Jets. So, go figure. I never would have thought that, me moving out here and I would find that there was some sort of connection by a really famous hockey player out here. It's just incredible. And, obviously everybody knows who Connor Hellebuck is, being a Vezina winning goalie and everything like that. He's been one of the best goalies for a very long time now, too. Ray Neal saying my favorite food is mozzarella sticks. I like mozzarella sticks, too. They're actually really good. Jeff Nelson, Madonna, and Hall. Yep, those are some of my favorite players. Although when I was really little, I really liked Guy Carbonneau. Guy Carbonneau was actually one of my favorite players. And then also I really like Sean Chambers. Obviously, just because my last name is Chambers, his last name was Chambers. I just thought it was cool. I thought it was a really cool thing when I was little. When I was born in 1963, nobody ever paid attention to hockey in Florida or Texas. Hockey has grown in the southern region. Yes, it definitely has. It still needs a lot of work, in places outside of the DFW area. Like there's not much outside the DFW area, like in Austin or Houston, El Paso, whatever. But it will. I think eventually it will get there. I don't think the NHL is going to expand to Houston anytime soon, but I would hope that they would get a team in Houston. I think that would be cool to have an NHL Texas rivalry, but that's just me. Archduke maybe 3 or 4 years ago, Jeff, them having a little fun in the chat there. Orca, thank you for chatting. Appreciate it. Favorite NHL team. My favorite NHL team is the Dallas Stars, and you can see I've got the blackout jersey, as they call it, right here behind me, and I've got a bunch of other jerseys too, from the Dallas Stars as well. But they are my favorite team. Second favorite team is probably the Carolina Hurricanes. I do enjoy watching Hurricanes games every once in a while, but I'm so busy with covering the Stars that I don't get a ton of opportunities. But I do watch their games. And then just because there's so much media about it, and I consume so much hockey media, I think I've slowly kind of become a Toronto Maple Leafs fan. So, and I think those three in that order. So number 1, Dallas Stars. Number 2, Carolina Hurricanes. Number 3, Toronto Maple Leafs. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to take a little bit of a break here. We're going to take a little bit of a commercial break and just get a message from DraftKings. I'm going to go get some food because I'm starving. It's 10:45 where I live right now, and as we're waiting for the third period to start for this game. Like I said, guys, this is Sweden versus the United States. The United States are up 2-0 in the second intermission. Y'all continue the chat down below, and I will get to any and all of your questions or any comments that you guys want to talk about. We can talk literally about whatever y'all want to talk about. This is totally driven by you guys, and yeah, I'll be back here in just one moment. Thanks, guys. Hey guys, we're back here. Thank you guys for letting me do that. I got myself some Propel. I don't know if you guys have Propel wherever you live, but I love these things. Need to lose a little bit of weight if you know what I mean. And I got myself my I'm trying to lose weight. And I've got my Taco Bell here, my quesadilla. So I'm good to go. And it looks like this third period is going to be starting up here very, very soon. Y'all let me know what you think the final score is going to be. I would love to hear y'all's thoughts. So far, my prediction looks like it still may pan out. I did say 2-1, but it could say 2-0. I don't know. Story of the game really so far has just been Sweden had some opportunities early and they kind of shot themselves in the foot a little bit. The first goal was after, it was right before a really good opportunity for the Swedish. And, there was a tripping call that was literally called a second or two right after that. And United States took advantage of it, scored on the power play. And I believe that was by Berard, not Bedard, but Berard. He scored the power play goal from Bordelot. And I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, but I don't remember it. So I'll just cheat and look at this stuff. Oh, it's not gonna tell me anywhere on here. Okay. All right. Well, I can't cheat. But anyways, I know. Oh, there it is. There we go. Berard. And it was from Bordelot and Hughes, and it was a hooking call on Ogren that caused the goal to happen. Later in the second period, it was a really bad goal that Wallstead gave up. He would want that one back. Matthew Coronado would score that goal from Logan Cooley and Matthew Nyes. So the big boys for the United States are definitely taking care of business here tonight. If you really ask me, it really has been Sweden started off really well. I thought they were gonna take over the game, and they didn't. So I was a little shocked that that did not happen. But at the same time, the United States played a really good second period. So they definitely took control of the game, sucked all the life out of the game, and they're really playing the way that they know how to play in order to beat Sweden. So, and they're also showing they can win in different ways. So, good for them. But anyways, guys, thank you guys for hanging out with me here tonight. I know it's late, especially for those of you on the East Coast, but nonetheless, I appreciate you hanging out with me and having fun here tonight. Please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing to this to the TeachPan YouTube channel. We do stuff like this as often as we possibly can, and especially when the season starts, there's going to be a lot more of these coming. So be ready for those. And just as a reminder, if you don't remember, my name is Ryan Chambers, and I am the host of Starcastic Remarks here on THPN. So I do appreciate you guys once again for hanging out with me. So I did want we did mention a little earlier that we could possibly talk about some of the teams this offseason that did not have a good offseason or maybe had a really good offseason. You could put Ottawa in the good category. You could also put Detroit in the good category, in my opinion. Bad category, obviously, it's got to be Philadelphia. Philadelphia had the worst of all of the off seasons of all the NHL teams. It was just terrible, absolutely terrible. The they really don't make any kind of progress in anything. And I mean, you even had Johnny Gaudreau coming out and saying, I really want to play for you, and they couldn't make a way to make it work. So it just really unfortunate. I wish they had figured it out, because that'd make Philadelphia Flyers fans feel a little bit better about themselves. But unfortunately, they did not. And then obviously the other obvious one is Chicago. Without DeBrincat now, without Kirby Doc, there's rumors about Patrick Kane being out of town. Actually, there's been rumors about him coming to Dallas. So I mean, they are truly tanking for Connor Bedard at this point. So I really don't know who's going to be the worst team, if it's going to be Arizona or if it's going to be Chicago in the Central Division. But I mean, who knows? That'd be a good question to ask some experts here. But anyways, guys, y'all let me know what your thoughts are on that as we get this third period started here. Again, United States are starting this period with a 2-0 lead, 30-16 in shots in favor of the United States, and they are starting this period with a power play. So they didn't really do much with it to end the second period, but we'll see if they can do something with it here to begin the third. They are currently in the zone. Just kind of playing, pass the puck along a little bit. Siemiskevich with a shot. Good save by Oliver. I keep saying Oliver. Jesper Wallstad. Jesper. I don't know why I wanted to say Oliver. Shot through traffic by the United States after the restart. Nothing. And the Swedish get it out of the zone. Bartolo just takes it straight in, just gets a shot on. Nothing really of it. Another team that's had a really good offseason, actually, you guys, is Carolina. Carolina's had a really good offseason. It for us, it was really down between the Stars and the Hurricanes for getting Brent Burns, and I think that the United States the United States. Sorry, I keep getting distracted by the game. The Dallas Stars may miss out on getting Brent Burns, but we'll see, because the Stars' defense is not very good right now. In deep for the United States into the Swedish zone. Sweden controls. Easy breakout. And they turn the puck over in the neutral zone. Goes right back into the Swedish zone. Down in the corner. And it's kind of going back and forth between both teams right now. Kind of at the Swedish blue line. Okay, now Sweden controls in their own zone. Ooh, that was an awkward pass in front of their own net. Let me get to some of y'all's comments over here, but Cost of hockey equipment should probably drop just a bit. To be honest, yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. Cheesy bacon burger in that mouth. USA, rooting for USA over there. Very nice. At Orca, the price of everything should drop. Yes, I agree. Jeff, I probably already missed him, but see ya, chatters. I'm old, out, and need my beauty sleep. Well, I need my beauty sleep too, but I'm here with you guys to finish out this game to see if the United States can win it 2-0, or maybe it can be 2-1. But the United States have played a very good defensive game, especially in the second period. They really stepped it up. Archduke saying good night. You take care. Have a good one. Jeff Nelson will do Arch you as well. So y'all let me know in the comment section down below what do you think is going to happen here to finish out this third period. Good opportunity for the United States there in front, but they can't really get a good shot off. Edvinsson has been a really noticeable player for me, at least for the Swedes, and I think the NHL Network guys are saying that he's a Detroit prospect. It's ridiculous how many prospects that the Detroit Red Wings have right now. Freaking Stevie Yzerman knows what he's doing. They may even be a playoff team as early as this season. Good opportunity for Luke Hughes, but an even better block by Sweden. Whoa, that's a dangerous pass to make in front of your own net. Yeah, the United States are pretty much in prevent defense at this point. They are not taking any chances. What a shot. Coronado, whoever said that earlier that Coronado was going to have a big game, I got to look that up. But Coronado gets his second goal of the game. Beautiful shot. Absolutely beautiful shot after a bad turnover by Sweden. It is 3-0 United States with 14:34 remaining in the third period. That's a bad turnover, but that's a really good shot, though. Who is number 9 for Sweden? I'd be curious to see who that is. Cruising WSP. Don't know what that means, man. Sorry, but glad you're commenting. Hudson Graham, hello. How's it going, Hudson? Hudson, I'm gonna go. Just came to check the score. It's all good, man. Thanks for coming in and checking out the score. It's 3-0. Oh, is that all that means? What's up? Sorry, crew. I'm kind of old. I'm not up on the latest lingo when it comes to stuff like that. Hot take hockey. Hey man, I saw your stream the other night. It was great. It's going good for me. I'm sitting here snacking on my Taco Bell quesadilla, and I've got a Propel, so I'm all good. So really, guys, I think that's gonna be it. 3-0. I don't see Sweden digging themselves out of this hole unless they can get a goal here pretty soon. You know what's funny? I don't know if this is a fair comparison, but the way that the United States are playing right now, it reminds me a lot of the way the Calgary Flames actually play. They're just on the puck constantly with constant forecheck. I think the Hurricanes play this way too. So, oh, did that not go in? I think it. Who was that? So a shot off the pipe by James. Man, Sweden just looks gassed. Sweden is just there's no pushback. There's no nothing from them right now. Hey Reno, what's up? What you got in there, Taco Bell Maria? Sis. It's just a chicken quesadilla, but it has to have the creamy jalapeno sauce on it. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, you're missing out. Oh, crew, how do you watch the games? I actually I signed up for a free trial with I think it's Fubo TV, and they have NHL Network as one of their ultimate packages. So I mean, you have to cancel it if you don't plan on using it after the free trial. But I don't plan on using it after this because I've got other ways to watch hockey. I got ESPN Plus. Another chance for the Americans in the front. Good save by Wallstead. Shots are 37-18 in favor of the Americans right now. So the Americans have completely taken over this game. It's not even close at this point. There's just no response coming back from Sweden. Oh, good hit. Oh, great pass. Umberco. Cool last name for a goalie. All right, well, getting late here, guys. Thank you again for y'all following along with me tonight because it would be really boring if you guys weren't here watching with me and commenting on the live stream here. It's actually been going real nice and getting through everything. So let me know if you guys want anything else to talk about. We can literally talk about anything. At this point in the night, we're getting real tired here. But once again, please consider and subscribing to this YouTube channel. We appreciate you guys listening along with us. And like always, just to let you know, we are sponsored by DraftKings. They're the ones that allow us to do all. A big sponsor of us. We appreciate them being our sponsor. NHL Network always has some weird commercials on it and stuff like that. It's just really weird. Yeah, I should mention that as soon as we hit 3,000 subs here on the THP and YouTube channel, we're going to be doing a $200 NHL Shop gift card giveaway. Which, if I were you guys, I would be jumping all over that because there's so much stuff on the shop that I want. I'm not really big about jerseys and stuff like that, but the weirder the better when it comes to stuff on that shop. I love anything and everything on there. They've got a cornhole set that I really want. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, cornhole it's a fun game. Just look it up. They got all sorts of stuff. They got phone cases and yeah, I even bought my current phone case from NHL.com. It's right there. So y'all sub so we can get to 3,000 and we can do that $200 NHL Shop giveaway. Anyways, guys, back to this game. There's less than 10 minutes remaining here in the third period. There still is not really much of a response from the Swedish here in the third period. Shots have continued to climb for the United States, and it has gotten worse for Sweden. It's currently 29. I guess it's 39-19 now with those two shots. 39-19 in favor of the United States. So the United States are dominating. They're just hungrier, harder on the puck. So that's been the story of the game. Really is it? That's what it's been. Is the United States have gotten better as the game has gone on. They've been hungrier on the puck than Sweden has been throughout the game. And and you can go back and look at the beginning of the stream, but I totally was saying that Sweden was the better team in the first period, and they just didn't take advantage of their opportunities, and they're down 3-0 right now. So. Yeah, United States. There it is. There it is again. 1 for 2 on the power play. 50% on the power play. That's just crazy. And what's funny is that their percentage will actually probably go down since their percentage right now is at 62.5% or something like that. Here's the standings right now for Group B for the World Juniors. The United States are up at the top with a 22-3 goal differential. They scored 22 and only allowed 3 goals. That's crazy. Sweden's at 10-5, so they've won 2, they've lost 1. Germany's won 2 and lost 1 as well. And there goes the shutout for Umberto. I was not paying attention to that whatsoever. Let's see a replay. So it really is just a shot from the point, and it just bounced off of Umberto's glove and went in. That's weird. He literally just popped it into his own net. So does that spark them by chance? I mean, they got time. 8 minutes and 20 seconds. Let's see if somehow Sweden can get back in this game. So each goalie in this game tonight has made a silly mistake. First, it was Wallstedt on that second goal, the first goal that Matt Coronado scored. And then right there, Umberto did not have a great save there. Neither one of those goals should have gone in. So technically, it should be 2-0. United States controlling the puck back in the Swedish zone. Sweden takes over. United States are just so hard on the puck right now. And there's a little bit more pep in the step for Sweden, but I just don't know if they have enough time. It literally took them about 53 minutes to score a goal on Umberto, who's, I mean, he's not like a super crazy amazing goalie, but so Andrea gets credit for the goal for the Swedish. 3-1. Shots are 40-20 in favor of the Americans. 6:48 remaining in the third period. There still is time if you're Sweden. It's only 2 goals. 2 goals is the worst lead in hockey. Absolute worst lead in hockey. Yeah, Umberto just wants that back. That's all that happened there. It's okay because his guys have gotten him 3 goals, so he's good. Rainiel Soto, let's look at some of your comments. I want to be the coach of the Vegas Golden Knights. I don't know if you want to be the coach because they go through coaches like crazy, it seems like. So we'll see how Bruce Cassidy does as the head coach of the Vegas Golden Knights, but he doesn't have as many weapons as, his predecessors have had. I mean, Max Pacioretty is not there anymore. But Bruce Cassidy is a really good coach. I think he's going to get the most out of that Vegas team. I still just don't think Vegas is going to be number 1 in the Pacific. I really think that's going to belong to either Edmonton or LA. LA has done really, really good things this offseason, and they're only going to get better, in my opinion. So I don't know. We'll see how Vegas does. I'm predicting 3rd or 4th place. They will make the playoffs. I do definitely think they will make the playoffs. I think unlike last year that there was 3 teams from the Pacific and 5 from the Central. I don't think that's going to happen again this year. I think it's going to be I really think it's going to be 4 and 4. 4 from the Pacific, 4 from the Central, because the Central has definitely gotten worse and the Pacific has definitely gotten better. Dylan Kaiser, who takes gold? It's I hate to be like, the typical answer or whatever, but it's got to be United States or Canada, just based off of what we've seen in the round robin play. I could see maybe for Finland getting in there and maybe getting gold, but I really think it's probably going to be the United States. All right, less than 5 minutes remaining here in the third period, you guys. 41-20 in shots. USA is up 3-1 in the third period here. Let's see if we got some fireworks here at the end, or if the United States are going to be able to hold on and close out the game and finish perfect in round robin play. Great save there by Umberto. Yeah, that was not a good play. I hate that play when they try to angle it on the goalie and avoid the icing. That's not a good play. Umberto's had the one flub that you just happen to put it in his own net. That's been the only way they've been able to beat him tonight. Is he just had to throw it in his own net. That's pretty much literally what he did. Oh, throwing snow! Come on now, don't be doing that crap. All right, I think this is probably the last commercial break they're going to take here. So let's take one more real quick break to thank DraftKings Sportsbook, and I'll be right back with you guys on the other side. All right, guys, we're back here. We got about a little under 4 minutes remaining. More like 3.5, I guess. 3:25 to be exact. Remaining here in the third period. USA is up 3-1. Shots are 41-23 in favor of the Americans. And we're looking to see if maybe Sweden can pull off some sort of last-minute comeback and maybe tie this game, or if the Americans are going to finish this out here and go perfect in round-robin play. If I had to have my own guess, I would guess that the United States would not be getting scored here anymore on. They're not going to get scored on more. Just amazing how feisty. I mean, that's a good word to use. Is they're feisty on the puck. I mean, it's like if they don't have the puck, there's like 3 or 4 guys that are going straight to it, and they're just like pestering the crap out of you until you give the puck up. Looks like they're going to be pulling the goalie here soon. The Swedes. Emberico better be ready because it's just going to be a shooting gallery for the next 2 minutes. Yep, Sweden takes their timeout. 2 minutes and 2 seconds remaining. They're going to talk over it, see what they can do to make up a play to get a goal here. Here comes the face-off. 2 minutes, 2 seconds remaining between this game between the United States and Sweden. 3-1. Shots 41-25 in favor of the Americans. United States wins the face-off, gets it out of their own zone, but Sweden controls in their own zone, going back the other way. If they're going to score, this is their last and only opportunity, it appears. Wow. All right, Kaiser for the United States is going to the box for delay of game for silly penalty to take. So it's going to be 6-on-4. Here comes the face-off. 6-on-4 power play for the Swedes here. Let's see if they can take advantage. They haven't been able to so far in this game tonight, but if there's a time to do it, it's now. They're just not doing much with the puck. They're just passing along the perimeter. Get it interior. They're calling it no goal? Okay, I guess the Swedes have scored, but I just saw the ref go no goal. Nope. Okay, it is a goal. He just lost his stick, and he didn't get the rebound either. He left off a rebound. Oh boy. This is getting interesting in the last minute of this game here. One minute. Here we go. Andrea is trying to draw a call here. Captain of the Swedish team just kind of let go of his stick, hoping for a slashing call. Exactly 1 minute remaining here in the third period. Let's see what happens. Face off to the left of Umberco. United States win the face off, but and they are able to get it out. Oh, they missed the open net just by a little bit. They do take the icing call though. So right back down to the American zone. Sweden wins this face-off on the redraw. Goes wide, bounces off the board, no chance there. Shot from the point. Gets knocked down, does not go through. Sweden across with a shot, and Berko with a good save there. 29 and a half seconds here remaining in the third period. And the shots have started to creep up on the United States. It's now 41 to 30. 41 to 30. United States do clear the puck. Sweden takes it back in, down deep, 15 seconds remaining. Let's see if they can get an opportunity. 10 seconds remaining. Great save by Umberco there, and the Americans do hold on to win the game, 3-2. Umberco with a really bad goal there for the first goal. The second goal, not any of his fault whatsoever. And the United States go a perfect 4-0 in the preliminary round. This is the fourth time since 2000. They previously did it in 04, 08, and 17. Two of those three previous times, the Americans did go to win the gold medal at the World Juniors. So we'll see how this team does, going a perfect 4-0 in the preliminary round. And this is a fun game. This is a great game. So it was a really good game by the United States. I really thought that Sweden controlled it at the beginning of the game, but in the end, the United States just kind of sucked the life out of this game and played a very good defensive game. And it wasn't really until the end when this was like truly like a game. So they're fixing to do the presentation of the players of the game for both teams. Theodor Niederbach is named as the best player in this game for Team Sweden. Team USA's. And no surprise that Matt Coronado is the player of the game for Team USA. Those sticks look kind of cool, though. Taking a picture with both players of the game. I don't know who that lady is, but she looks nice, looks kind. And now the United States are playing their national anthem. Well, guys, as the flag raises for Team USA for winning this game, I do once again want to show my appreciation to you guys for hanging out with me here tonight. Really, really appreciate it. All the comments that we got, for those of you that have really stuck around all night long. It was a lot of fun. If you're not right now, subscribe to the channel. I really highly suggest you do. We'd really appreciate it as well. We're trying to build this channel up. There's going to be a lot more watch alongs from the World Juniors coming up here. There's also going to be some watch alongs when the NHL season gets started up here, and that will continue through the entire season and going into the playoffs as well. So we really, once again, thank you guys so much for what you guys do and hanging out with me. And I would be remiss if I didn't also acknowledge our sponsor down there at the bottom, DraftKings Sportsbook. Use that promo code THBN next time you're there for a special little offer from them. And I will catch you guys on the next one. I don't know when I'm going to be doing another one of these things, but I will be looking forward to it. And I'll catch you guys on the flip side. You guys have a good evening, and we'll see you later.